always thought I was pretty good at reading people. 6 years with Emily showed me I wasn't even close. Or maybe I'd just gotten lazy, too settled into the routine. My days were long hours in corporate lending. She ran marketing for a small company downtown. Nights were takeout containers and whatever series we pretended to watch while scrolling our phones. Comfortable. Predictable. Easy. Then the little things started changing. Her phone lived face down everywhere. She'd step into the hallway to take a quick work call. She'd roll in late with excuses that didn't add up and didn't try very hard. When I asked if everything was okay, she'd flash a quick smile, peck my cheek and say, "You worry too much, Alex." She wasn't mad. She was just gone. It wasn't just at home. 2 months before it all exploded, we went to my parents' place for Sunday dinner. Something felt wrong the second we walked in. My dad, Greg, barely looked at Emily. She kept touching her hair like someone was staring. Mom talked a mile a minute to cover the silence, but even she faltered when Emily and Greg wouldn't meet each other's eyes. I noticed. I ignored it. Families have off days, right? Wrong. After that visit, Emily got quieter. Started dressing sharper for late client meetings. I've never been the jealous type, but even I could feel something rotting under the floorboards. I wasn't suspicious yet, just unsettled. Then one random Thursday she said, "Let's actually go out to dinner. Like a real date. We need to talk." She said neutral place while putting her hair up without looking at me. Neutral. For a husband and wife. I still said yes. We went to that quiet steakhouse she liked. Low lights, crisp white tablecloths. Jazz that was trying way too hard. She wasn't nervous. She was ready. That scared me more than tears would have. As soon as the waiter left with our order, she folded her hands, took a deep breath and said, "Alex, I have to tell you something." Something in me already knew this wasn't a "let's work on us" dinner. I nodded. Let her go first. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "I slept with your dad last night." Just like that. Like she was saying we were out of coffee. I didn't move. My heart didn't even speed up. I stared at the steak knife catching the candlelight. 5 seconds of silence. Maybe 6. Then I looked up and said, "Congratulations." She blinked like I'd spoken another language. I took a slow sip of bourbon. The saxophone in the background kept playing like nothing happened. "Alex. Emily, you didn't bring me here to talk. You brought me here to confess. You just wanted nice lighting for it." She pressed her lips together. Clearly thought she'd have more time to spin it. "You're not mad?" she asked, way too calm. "Oh, I'm something," I said, setting the glass down. "But anger's not it. Not anymore. It just happened last night." I let out a quiet laugh. That pause before she answered told me everything. I waved the waiter over. "Check, please. We won't be eating." She reached across the table like she might touch my hand. I didn't move. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "Don't be," I said, standing up. "This makes everything real simple." I paid cash, left without waiting for change, walked out without looking back. Got home 10 minutes before her. Went straight to the closet, pulled down the black duffel, started packing. Clothes, charger, passport, important papers. Everything else could burn for all I cared. She walked in while I was zipping the bag. "Alex, please." I kept packing. "I know you're hurt." "No," I said, meeting her eyes. "You don't get to tell me how I feel. You meant every second of it. You just thought I'd scream and cry and give you a stage. I already moved every dollar I earned into accounts you can't touch. Don't bother checking." Her voice cracked. "You're really leaving?" I slung the bag over my shoulder. "No. I'm disappearing." She stepped in front of the door. "You can't just vanish." I looked at her like I'd never seen her before. "I'm not running because I'm weak. I'm walking because I'm finished." She started to cry. "It was a mistake." "Mistakes are accidents, Emily. You made choices. Several, I'm guessing." She opened her mouth. Probably had some speech ready about Greg being there when I wasn't, about needing to feel wanted, whatever. I didn't wait to hear it. I stepped around her and left. Started the car. Pulled out of the driveway like I was running to the store. She had no idea I wasn't coming back. Greg called the next morning. I let it ring. Then again. Then a text, "We need to talk, son. It's not what you think." I didn't answer. Never planned to. For days the calls kept coming. Blocked numbers, long voicemails, pathetic apologies. He used to be my dad. Now he was just a stranger who betrayed me. Emily sent essays begging. You don't know the whole story. Please talk to me before you decide anything. Too late. I'd already decided. 3 days later I was in a furnished month-to-month apartment 2 cities away. Plain walls, no memories, perfect. By the end of the week the fallout reached my mom. My cousin called. Bro, your mom knows. She overheard Greg on the phone. She's filing for divorce. 32 years gone. I didn't say anything for a long time. You okay? He asked. I will be. That night mom called. Picked up. Hey baby, she said, voice small. Hey. Long pause. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be. I don't even know when it started. I just know he's not the man I married. I know. I'm proud of you, she said quietly. You didn't lose your mind. You just walked away clean. I had to. I'm gonna be okay too, she said. Eventually. I believed her. We hung up. I slept through the night for the first time in a week. Emily kept texting for a while. Guilt trips, memories of vacations, inside jokes, vague Instagram quotes about growth and forgiveness. I never replied. Greg went radio silent. Probably realized no words fix what he broke. Mom sent one handwritten note. No return address. Just, I'm sorry. He wasn't this person when I said yes. I folded it, put it in a drawer and never called. Said enough. My lawyer Sarah handled everything. No contact, no drama, just signatures. Divorce was final on a random Friday. Quiet email, you're free. I read it 3 times. Didn't feel like winning. Felt like finally breathing. That same day I closed the last joint account and canceled the storage unit she was still using, the one I was still paying for. No heads up. Just gone. 3 weeks later Emily showed up outside my new building. Hoodie up, no makeup, looking like sadness was a costume. Alex. I kept walking. Please, 2 minutes. I stopped at the door. You don't need 2 minutes. You need a time machine. I know I don't deserve. Then don't ask. She started crying. I was lost and he was there, Anne. Don't say his name. And don't you dare call it being lost. You knew exactly where you were. Big tears, shaking shoulders. I thought if I told the truth over dinner it would make you brave. I laughed once. It just made it theatrical. I still love you. No. You love what I gave you. You don't love me. People who love you don't sleep with your father. She sobbed harder. I stepped close and said quietly, You didn't break me, Emily. You freed me. Then I walked upstairs and never looked back. One night on the little balcony, city lights flickering, my phone buzzed. Greg again. I let it ring, deleted the voicemail without listening. You don't get to burn my house down and then cry about the smoke. A month later I drove to the coast alone. Gray sky, flat ocean. Walked the shore for hours with nothing in my ears but wind and waves. Didn't think about fixing anything. Just walked. Got back to a letter in the mailbox, Mom's handwriting. I filed today. Starting over too. Thank you for handling this like a man, not a victim. Love you. I kept that one on the fridge. Poured a bourbon, opened the window, sat in the quiet. Phone lit up. One last calendar reminder I forgot to delete. Anniversary dinner. I swiped it away. No sting. Just nothing. I didn't beat them. I just stopped playing a game that was rigged from the start. She wanted honesty. I gave her silence. And somehow that was the loudest thing I could have said. Thanks for watching, guys. If this one hit you, drop a like. Share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And I'll see you in the next one.